guys, Amy here with Amy's Bay Farm Stand. If you love gardening, saving money, and all things DIY, you have come to the right place. I'm currently sitting in my car, which is a weird place to film, but I sit here every Monday through Friday for about an hour waiting to pick up my kids from school. Everyone and their mother is driving their kids to school now, so it takes a very long time, and I just figure either I sit here and for an hour and like paint my nails or whatever, or the kids sitting there for an extra hour and whatever. It's just time for me to sit around and think and do my nails. Like, if you're a gardener, your nails are probably pretty nasty, and if you paint them every single day, then sometimes for at some point during the day they look nice. Anyway, so I wanted to give an update on the plant stand this weekend. It went really well. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous that I was going to look like a fool and no one was going to come, or they were going to think the flowers weren't pretty, or I charged too much, or whatever. But I was there all day on Friday while I ran out to pick up the kids. Then the kids helped me until about 6 o'clock, and I had planned to be open from 2 to 6 on Saturday, but I ran out of everything by 4:30, quarter to 5, which was awesome. I mean, and not that there's not more coming, it's just not ready to go out yet. So it was a big success. Thank you to everybody who stopped by or spread the word. Big thank you to Distressed Daisy. She has a super successful established business online where she refinishes furniture, all things home decor. I don't know if she does do this, but she should if she doesn't. She has excellent taste, so I feel like she would be really good at, if you are moving into a new house and you have no idea where you want to put stuff or what colors to paint or what, you just hire her to consult. She'll come in and say, okay, this wall should be this color, this wall should be that color, the mirror goes here, the couch would look good. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, so thank you to Distressed Daisy for helping a girl out. Yeah, it was really fun, and I am taking notes. I know now that some things I started too early, some things I started too late, some things were not worth trying to sell, because straw flowers are beautiful, but no, I think nobody knows what they are, so nobody wanted them. But other than that, it was really good. The only well, I even had, okay, so we're all cooped up for a year because of COVID, right? And I probably was a little over eager to communicate with other adults, so I was like but it was fun to talk about plants and stuff with other plant lovers. I even had a couple of little old ladies who wanted to come in my yard, and I gave them a tour of my gardens. One lady was definitely sure that one of my hydrangeas was not a hydrangea, and she was just so cute. I didn't want to argue with her, but I know a hydrangea from an azalea lady. She'll never watch this. Another lady that will never watch this. I don't know if anyone will watch this. Anyway, another lady, though, I was busy, and my 11-year-old daughter was talking to this other lady about tomato plants. So I grew these really gorgeous heirloom pineapple tomatoes. It's hard to even find the seeds, right? And they don't taste like pineapples. They look almost like big boy ones, but they have these yellow stripes through it, so they just look really cool. They taste really good. They're hard to find. Girl was asking my daughter if she found this plant cheaper someplace else at another garden center or something, could she return it? So, really, lady? Then just don't shop at a roadside stand if you want to haggle with an 11-year-old. That's weird. So I took over, and she did end up buying the tomato, but I kind of felt bad that my beautiful baby tomato was going to somebody who's not appreciative of how amazing that plant was. That's weird. What else? Oh, I realized that I talk about Koopmans way too much. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Koopmans is it's a hardware store in our town, and I do love it there. But one lady actually asked me if Koopmans sponsors my stand or my YouTube channel. And I mean, that would be awesome if that ever happened. But I think I have 7 subscribers, so I don't think Koopmans interested. But, the reason why I like that store is because it's local. It takes me 7 minutes to get there. And you go in, everybody's friendly, everybody's knowledgeable. Like, if you've gone there, everybody knows who Lil is. She's adorable. And when COVID happened, it was cold out. It must have been like February or March or whatever. It was cold enough that I was still wearing a winter coat, and I had dyed my hair brown, and I hadn't seen her since. So I'm in a winter coat, all bundled up. I have a mask on, and my hair is a different color. So you can see, this much of me. I walk past her thinking she's not going to recognize me, and she goes, "Aim, you changed your hair." Like, come on, that's not going to happen in a big box store. It's just not. I mean, it's nice. It's like Cheers. Hubby thinks it's because I shop there too much, but I'm sure that everybody gets the same service from Lil. She's amazing. Yeah, and another thing, too, is if you're like a do-it-yourselfer like me and you're female, you don't always get the right response from dudes about tools. Like, if I go into Koopmans and they say, "Can I help you with something, ma'am?" and I say, "Where are your Sawzall blades?" or where are your Dremels? Like, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, what does your husband need it for?" They just show me where it is, and they'll even say, like, "What are you working on?" Like, yeah, that's right, girls can do stuff. And speaking of that, this is another story that I want to tell basically everyone on earth, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the place if I'm saying something negative. So how do I describe this? Okay, so there's this big box store that's all over the country, and if it were a person, its favorite color would be orange, and its name rhymes with Rome, Lipo. Lipo's not a word, but you know what I'm saying. So a couple years ago, I was at the Lipo because I had to, and I hate shopping at those stores. I'd rather go to local, but I was picking up that deck paint for when you have a deck that is in like really sorry shape, but you don't feel like spending the money to replace it right now, so you want to eke out like another 2 years. It's like goopy, gluey paint stuff that claims to do what I just said. So Koopmans doesn't carry that, so I had no choice but to go to the Lipo. So, and incidentally, Koopmans probably doesn't sell it because it doesn't work, but that's a whole nother video. So I'm in the Lipo picking up my deck paint, and I get a call from Hubs, and he says, "Can you pick up Moto mix while you're there?" Now, the lawn is the one thing that I don't touch. That's like his baby. I've never ridden on a tractor. I think I've only used the weed whacker like once, but I'm vaguely aware that Moto mix has something to do with, like, I think it's fuel and oil mixed together or something for the weed whacker. So now this is very important because I'm about to talk to an employee at this store. I'm a girl, and I'm admittedly not an expert about what I'm about to ask. So I find a guy, in his orange suit, who clearly works there, and he's looking very pleasant. Insert sarcasm here, like by pleasant, I mean he looked like aisle 15 or wherever he was like worse than being in the fiery pits of hell. Like, he was miserable. So I go up to him, I ask him, "Can you help me find the Moto mix? I can't find it." Because I did look everywhere, I couldn't find it. And he says, and this is totally true, "What does your husband need it for?" Now, I admit that I was perturbed, but I wanted to get on with my deck project, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there. So I said, "Oh, it's for his weed whacker." So then he goes into, like, I'm not kidding, a 10-minute long explanation about weed whackers that I don't care about what they need and don't need, and I must be confused, and that must not be really what he wants, so I should call my husband. And I think that the reason why this still bothers me, like 3 years later, is because of the way I reacted. Like, I was definitely in shock, and I think I was thinking that, like, does like a time warp happen when you walk through those automatic doors, that now it's like 1952? What is this dude just asked me to call my husband? But then I actually dialed the phone and I called my husband. I've never regretted anything so much in my life. So I get on the phone with Maddie and I'm like, yeah, I'm at the Lipo and couldn't find the Moto mix, and the guy that I'm talking to says that that's not what you need. I don't even finish saying the sentence and the guy goes, give the phone to me. This actually happened. And then, like an ass, I gave the phone to him. I still can't believe that I did that. Anyway, so the moral of the story is, if you are a female do-it-yourselfer and you don't want to be put in that position, and you absolutely can't go to Koopmans, and you have to go to a big box store, I personally would suggest that if you're picking one, you should pick one that their favorite color is blue and their name rhymes with bros. That is my tip of the week. Now I'm going to paint my nails and wait for the kids. I hope you are all having a fantastic day, and I'll update on what's coming soon.